line.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride Television. This week we roll into tropical Orlando, Florida, and join up with the 2012 Sam Swope Charity Ride, presented by the Bahia Shriners. This 40-mile ride brought out hundreds of bikers to raise funds for the Shriners Hospitals for Children. And this year's ride generated over $300,000 that will go directly to that worthwhile organization. Mr. Sam Swope is the benefactor of this and other charity rides for the Shriners, and as always, he matches dollar for dollar any donations that are raised. Tonight, we bring you a rare interview with this remarkable man as the 2012 Sam Swope Charity Ride gathers at Seminole Harley to celebrate and recognize the wonderful work that the Shriners Hospitals for Children accomplish every day for children with catastrophic injuries, regardless of their ability to pay. So, tonight it's bikers giving back to benefit their community, and it's all coming to you right now, right here, only on Born to Ride.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Stokes, and I'm February Playmate, and you're watching Born to Ride.
Seminole Harley Davidson, and this is Ed Burbach, the general manager. And Ed, you've got a lot going on here today. Bike Week, Sam Swope Ride. You got a great author here today signing biker books. How you doing all this today?
I drink a lot the night before.
The night before, that's good.
Yeah, it's this Sam Swope Ride. This is the 4th year that we've done this. Last year we had over 1,500 motorcycles. This year they had 475 when kickstands went up, but it was pouring down rain. So still 475 bikes in the rain is pretty good.
Hey, bikers are like the postman. Rain, snow, sleet, or ice, they're out there. They ride.
Right. This is the 8th largest charity benefit in the state of Florida. They raised over $400,000 last year, and we're looking probably to beat that this year because we got some corporate sponsors and some other stuff. So what Sam does is he matches a dollar for a dollar every dollar we raise. So last year we raised $200,000, and he matched it with $200. And like I say, this year we're hoping to hit $250, which means he'll match it with $250 for $500.
Well, their shirts say it all today. We ride so kids can walk.
Absolutely. And the Shriners Hospital is probably one of the, Children's Hospital is probably one of the better benefits in the country. So they do a lot of good work here in Florida and across the country. Sam's from Louisville, Kentucky. He started this ride in Louisville, Kentucky, and then they did a second ride here 4 years ago for the first time. And then, like I say, it's grown bigger and bigger and bigger every year. So.
Do you think this country gets it that the Shriners probably do more for our kids than the government will ever get their hands around or do?
You know what? I don't really think that the public understands how much the Shriners really do for Children's Hospital. I don't think they have any fathom about exactly how much they do for that.
Do you see these guys, all and women, guys, everyone, they came from miles and miles away. They put together a phenomenal breakfast at the beginning of the ride. They put together this lunch out here today that you guys helped out and kicked in and put together this great auction, silent auction. I mean, they're such a strong brotherhood like a biker.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. And you're right about that. There's guys from almost every state in the union here that came in for this ride today, and they're like a biker club. They are a biker club, I guess. You know, they've got a motor unit and a whole ball of wax, and the biking community, as you could well see from today, the biking community embraces them big time.
Well, you got a great dealership, and we're glad to have you as a great sponsor here with Born to Ride. And we know the Sam Swope Ride meant a lot to you because you've dedicated a lot of your advertising dollars to help raise awareness for this ride, too. All right, Ed Burbach, General Manager of Seminole Harley Davidson. Stop by and see him. He's right off I-4. Just take a ride over. He's got something up his sleeve for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of good deals.
Okay. Okay, Nalee, now tell everybody how important it is to come out to these rides and support the Shriners.
It's really important because without the hospitals, they wouldn't be able to have, kids won't be able to have the opportunity to get the help that they need. So you need to come out and help support the hospital that supports children.
That's right. Well spoken right there. And thanks to Wendy Wu and Wendy Wu Cakes here for the great samples. And it's raining, so we might have to just huddle under her tent the rest of the day, huh?
I like that. It'll give you an excuse.
All right, stay tuned. There's more coming from Born to Ride and the Shriners Run. Sam Swope put this all on at Seminole Harley today. Stay tuned. Here's the man everyone's talking about. It's Sam Swope, and we weren't sure if there was really a Sam Swope or it was just this cool name for a ride to get together. But this is Sam Swope and his daughter Susan, and welcome here today. It's another year and another ride for the Shriners Hospital, Sam. You put it all together again this year.
Well, it's been my pleasure and my honor to do this for quite a few years because the Shriners Hospitals for Children provide something that nobody else in the country provides, with 23 hospitals and 4 burn centers. They give children the care that they would not otherwise receive if it weren't for the Shriners Hospitals for Children. And that's why I'm so pleased and honored to participate in it and be a part of it over these many years, and I hope to be able to do it in many years to come. The Shriners Hospitals for Children are just one of my very favorite charities because of what they do. And again, if it weren't for the Shriners Hospitals for Children, many indigent children would never receive the health care that they need, and they might not survive without the care of the Shriners Hospitals. So I'm glad to be a part of it. We also have another ride in the summer. We have one here in January, or in February or March, and another one in July in Louisville, Kentucky, for the Shriners Hospitals. So we have 2 a year, and we've been doing it for many years, and hope to do it for many years to come. It's just such a very, very worthwhile cause, and I'm glad I can participate in it, and I'm glad to be able to contribute to it. And this is the 4th charity ride we've had here in Orlando, and it's the biggest one yet, and it looks to me like the financial results for the Shriners Hospitals will probably be the best that we have ever had. So that's what we're hoping for, and that's what it looks like it's going to be.
Now, it's my understanding every dollar that's raised here today in this ride, do you match that contribution as well?
Yes, that's correct. Whatever the ride raises, I match, and so we will contribute double whatever the ride raises. I'm glad to do that.
So that's good. When you see all those bikers pull up today, hundreds and hundreds of them, it doesn't matter. You're just happy to raise that money and match that check for that Shriners Hospital.
It is my privilege and honor to do that. It's only money, and you can't take it with you, so I ain't going.
All right, well, this is your ride that you rode here today on the ride. This is your beautiful daughter, Susan. She got to ride on the ride today as well, too. Susan, your dad's doing a wonderful thing, and you got big footsteps to follow in here.
Oh, yes, I do. I do. And we're so appreciative of everybody that's here. And also, I know Dad was talking about the ride in Louisville. It was that ride that inspired this one, and it's so nice because the Shriners go back and forth and support the ride, each ride, and so they come from Florida and the Louisvillians come down here, and it's great.
We'll be right back with more Born to Ride.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking Kiz, Arnie, and K-Fizz, Abe, they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
Okay, here we are at the Sam Swope Ride, and I am with Mr. Michael Severe today, one of the Shriners from Denver, Colorado. And Mr. Michael Severe, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah, I am Mike Severe, and I'm the Imperial Potentate of the Shriners International. That's really the top Shriner of the world, if you will. I also serve as chairman of the board of directors for Shriners Hospitals for Children. Actually, a year ago, I was at our headquarters when Sam and several riders came and made their check presentation to Shriners Hospitals. I said, you know what, next year I need to actually ride in this ride and be a part of it, and they invited me to come down. I actually got to ride up in front with Susan, his daughter, so it was a great time today.
Some of the funds that they raise here are astronomical, and I understand Sam matches everything?
That's correct. He, as I understand, dollar for dollar. Last year they raised over $200,000. Sam kind of gave me the inside. They haven't announced it yet, but he said they exceeded what they did last year. This will be the best ever. But these funds clearly help us through generous people that give like they did to this event that we have that makes our hospital so successful in helping treat those children.
You have people that are walking around and riding this event today that say, I was a Shriners child at one time.
Well, and we've treated over 1 million children since our inception in 1922. So you know we're going to touch people's lives, whether it was a relative or even them themselves. So it's very satisfying to meet them and have them tell us our story, the story that they had as a child and how we helped them. And sometimes you'll never know that they were a child because they're doing so wonderful, especially in orthopedic side. We treat a child without any reason to see whether they can pay for it or not. We do accept insurance, but the majority of the money that we utilize for the treatment comes from generous donors. So.
I know, Michael, I got to tell you, every year Ed Burbach, the general manager here at Seminole Harley Davidson, is very compassionate about this ride, and he makes sure this gets in his advertising 6 months in advance. So how does it make you feel about Seminole Harley here today and all the bikers?
Well, Ed's been a great supporter. In fact, he even loaned me a bike so that I could ride. Being from Denver and coming over for Tampa, I didn't, of course, have my own bike here to ride myself, but he loaned me that. And like I said, what a great help, what a great venue to have this and allow the food and the music and everything. It's a wonderful spot, and we really thank Ed for that.
And all the bikers here in the Central Florida area are tops, and what do you think about them all coming out today, rain, snow, or shine?
That's great. Rain or not, it's a beautiful place to ride. We still had a great time. The rain really wasn't an issue for today, so we had a wonderful time today.
It is certainly my honor and my pleasure to be a part of this thing because it is so very, very valuable and worthwhile. All that I can take part in.